Hey, we back. I'm here doing this, hopefully for the final time. Last time we managed to get this whole thing recognizing our files, which is what we have here. With our 3D stores, we've got each separate clipboard PDF being distributed all nicely like in there, which is great. Apparently the internet has decided to kill itself, so I'm gonna have to cope without the music for a little bit at least until it comes back. I'm not sure if it will, but yeah, that's a thing, so sorry about that one. But of course this does not require it, so we can continue anyway. Now, one thing that I did say I would do is make the PDF files. What was it I said I would do? Can't remember now. Oh yes, store a different one. I said I would probably do that off camera, and I did not. So we're going to start with that because this dstore files thing is not really going to cut it. So yeah, we've got the set files and all the rest of it, but then this dstore files here, we keep using it again. Don't we clear it at some point? Yeah, here, look, we're replacing it down here. So yeah, we're going to need to copy it. Copy it at the top. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, obviously we have set files here. But yes, that's not quite what I intend. So what I'm going to do... wait, what is... It's a hash map, isn't it? Where is it? Dstore file values is a hash map. Where is it? Dstore files is a hash map. Yes, okay. So we're going to have a hash map, which is going to go from integers to array lists of strings. We're going to call that temp dstores files. We're going to make it a new hash map. This got dstore files. There we go. Put those in there, although I do think they are probably redundant. Yeah, they are redundant. Fantastic. So we don't care then. Oh, that's redundant as well. Fantastic. Maybe I should go through and remove all these redundant things, because I didn't realize there was that many. I thought it was just that first one there. That one's redundant. Are these ones at the top redundant as well? Oh, cool, they are. Well, that's nice then, isn't it? User class. Okay, I'm not reading that. Never mind. Isn't this nice? Wow, that's all the way up there. Let's scroll down a bit. There we go. I didn't realize they were all... I thought it would be redundant if you put a thing in the brackets, you know? Like what I just did there. I didn't know they would be redundant just all the time. But yeah, not complaining. Okay. Should we do the same for up here, actually? Do we have any here? Sure we have some. No? Okay, cool. Whatever. Right, what's my point? My point? Excellent question. My point is we are now replacing that with this. 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 And this. Good stuff. So we can now compare this to the original. What I can do here is I can put a system.outprint for this dot these files. We should now have a little comparison thing. So what have we got? Yeah, so that was the original and this is the new one. And then this is the original. That's the new one. You see it's copying, pasting that over there. And then that's the original. And then we also have the new one. Perfect. One thing that I am going to test is the removal of files. Let's say I put clipboard 3 in all of these. I realize that's not something I did at the start, is it? There we go. So clipboard 3 is now in all of them. Let's see if it still copes. Should do. So what have we got? Clipboard 3 and clipboard 2. And you're saying 2010 is going to have all 4. Yeah, well, that's one way of doing it, I suppose. I think it should be alright though, because it is going to error if there's not enough D-stores existing. So, yeah. That's fine. Oh, we got this one. 2011 received, right? Isn't that what I just told you to do? Didn't you receive the 2011? I'm concerned. Did I not press the button? I probably just didn't press the button. Yeah, there we go. It's all good now. You've received all of those. But you're not rebalancing. Why are you not rebalancing? You're meant to rebalance. Come on, you silly thing. Hang on, let me restart it. Maybe I think I pressed something wrong. Right, we've got that. It's open on a port. You got this. It's doing a rebalance. You got this. Rebalance again. There we go. Original. This one, yeah, they're storing each one 3 times. Sounds good. And now we put it here. Restore 12 received. So now we've got 3 of them. 3 of those. And each one is storing... Yeah, that looks right. That looks very right. Fantastic. So it can delete the extra perfectly reasonably as well. I assumed it would be able to. It would make sense for it to be able to. But it's good that we can do that. So now we have the comparison. What the D-store held before, what the D-store is meant to hold afterwards. So, yes. I wonder if YouTube will start playing. No? Okay, sure. Right. So now what we need to do is find the difference between the two. Okay, so we'll use this one as an example. Let's just stop it, actually. Here we go. So here we go. I need to find anything that is contained in here and not in here, we need to remove. And anything that is not contained in here and is contained in here, we need to add. Let me look at the instructions here. What have we got? You can come have a peek at these. Here we go. So, with ND stores that, yeah, controller produces for each D store I a pair. Files to send, files to remove. Okay, so yes, we need to actually produce these. Files to send is the list of files to send in the form. Files to send, number of files to send, and then files to send one. Okay, yeah, sure. Right, yeah, so I'm going to need to find the difference between these two for each one of these. Understandable. So let's do that then. We are going to iterate through each one. That's a good start. So what have we got for integer? D-store in be exactly the same, but sure, D-store files. Key set. There we go. And now we need to iterate through. I know what I'll do. So, or maybe I should even just make it a string, actually, shouldn't I? That makes sense. Just make it a fat string that we append stuff to, because then I can just add it directly onto, yeah. Files to add. String to remove. There we go. Cool. Then for each D-store, files to add is going to equal that. files to remove is also going to equal that. Okay. And then we need another loop. For string file in this dot restores files dot values. Sure. No, that isn't going to work now, because yeah, then it'll be an array list. I need get, don't I? Yeah, there we go. Get restore. Okay. If temp dstore files dot contains value file, or rather if it doesn't contain the value, so if the second one doesn't contain the value and the first one did, the first one's the original, if the second one didn't, then files to remove a space and, come on, big brain, file. Okay, got it. And then we want another one. If not, wait, no, we need another loop now, actually. It's another loop we need. In the temp dstore files, I believe that should be it, no? For each not applicable to hash map. Ah, this is still a hash map, yes. Get dstore, right? We want this. If these store files. Oh wait, this isn't going to be enough. Dot get dstore. Dot contains file. There we go. That's what we need. Okay. Now system.out.println files to add and files to remove. Let's see what this does. Doesn't work. Great. Files to add is already defined. Yes, I know it's already defined. That's the place where it is defined. Where? Oh. I see. Yeah, okay. It's understandable. Okay, try that. Go. That's the dstore. No, it's not. Why is this high? Okay, cool. That was kind of highlighted weird, but sure. Right, run the dstore. Come on. Both of them are empty. What? These are not the same. Oh no, they are because of that. Okay, yeah, so that one's just broken because only one dstore. I just ran the same dstore again. That was stupid of me. Okay, second dstore, let's go. Wait, what are you doing? I've lost myself. Ah, too much stuff. Right, run the D store, run the second D store. Let's just run the third D store as well. Let's go crazy. There you go. Right. We should print out each D store as well. I forgot about that. Otherwise, I don't know which one's which. Print out the D store. Yes. And then up here, I'm going to print out a little high, just so I know where it's starting. Okay. Here we go. Controller up. D store 1 up. D store 2 up. D store 3 up. Let's see what it's doing. Let's go to the high. Let's just stop it, and then we can look at whatever. Right, so high. Receives some list stuff. Wait, it received this list after it did it though? What? How does that make any sense? Why is it receiving this later? Oh, it's for the rebalance. Wait, no, it doesn't make any sense. Hang on, let me rerun it. There's going to be a million reruns. Let's go from the top. Open on the port. It received the 2010 D store. It did that. Said hi. We were at 2010. There was nothing to do. All good. Received 2011. Yes, we got both the things. It figured out that they need to store 3 things each. One of them wasn't storing it. 2010 needs to be storing clipboard 1. Extra. Strings to add, yep. And strings to remove is nothing. That looks correct. 2011, no change. Then it receives 12. Yep. It figured out, okay, 2010 needs to add clipboard 1 and remove clipboard 2. Looks good. This one needs to add nothing but remove clipboard 1. Yep. And then this last one needs to, yeah, do that. That looks good. Then it received a bunch of D-store stuff because I didn't stop it. That looks correct. I was kind of confused at what it was doing before. I think I pressed the wrong button though. It looks like it is working, which is fantastic. And you notice it's got the space at the start because we... Oh dear, I wasn't... Okay. I'll try explaining all that again. Okay, so I've done a bit of piddling with it. I've got this whole strings to remove thing working. As you can see, we have here, for example, 2010, 3 is staying, 2 needs to go, and 1 is being added. There's 1 being added, then 2 going. This one had an extra file, so nothing is being added, but 1 gets removed, and then, yeah. It's the same with all. It works, basically. Strings to add and strings to remove works. It's good. It's good stuff. So, yeah, success there. Now what I need to do, if I take a look at the instructions, is I need to send it... Oh, we need like the number of files as well. Okay. So... Files to send, files to remove. Files to send is the list of files to send in the form. That. Oh yes, and this is the other thing because this is currently specific to each port, which is good. For each D-store, a pair. Files to send and then files to remove. So the format of files to send is the number of files to send, and then files send 1 space files send 2 space files send n. Yes. File to send I So first of all, number of files to send. That's what we need. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have made this in a string straight away, huh? We can always just use join later, can't we? Probably smarter to use an array list. Okay, we use an array list of strings. Array list of strings. Array list of strings. New array list. Strings. There we go. Okay, good. Dot add file. Whoa. Dot add file. Okay, it's now an array list instead. Cool. Right, yes, cool. Now we just need to format it correctly. I should maybe rename them from string files to add, so I can use that one later, because it's not a string anymore. Message. Call it message, because it is for a message, isn't it? Yeah. File to add, let's just do it like this instead, that's going to be easier. There we go. Okay, cool. So we now have this message thing going. Now, like I say, we need to format it. So, string message is going to be equal to it's a pair. So we first need, apparently, I'm going to do exactly what it says. It's first a bracket. Okay. Then we need files to send, which starts with the number of files to send. Message files to add dot size. Is that going to work? Yes. Now we want a space. We got a space there. Number of files to send, and then file to send 1. File to send I is in the form file name, number of D stores. Huh? Why do we need to send the number of D stores? Oh. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So let me explain, right? What I've got is which ones it needs to add and which ones it needs to remove, but of course it doesn't have these files. It needs to find these files from somewhere. So I'm going to slightly need to rework the way that it is calculating all of this out, because I'm not sending to the dstore which file it needs to add to itself. I'm sending to the dstore which dstores it needs to send its own file to. Yeah, in other words, I'm going to need to rework this, so give me a minute. Alright, just to give you an update on what's going on. First of all, the music's back, so that's great. But what I've got so far, I've changed a lot of stuff, to be honest, and I think a lot of this code is not being used. Like a lot of these random variables, I'm not sure if they're being used, but I'll remove them later. If not, we can sort that out. However, what I have, at the moment the string is just looking like rebalance. Here I'm going to try and add, this is the files to add, which is here. We've put these in hash maps now, so they reference the actual dstore that wants them. So we can use that. I'm going to iterate through these and find, with the file reference, that one is being used, where each of these is stored, and then add that onto here. That is the plan. Also, I managed to fix the thing where it was only working like 50% of the time. Turns out it's just because this line of text was under here, so it was sending out all of the list requests before it actually set waiting for dstores. So then what was happening, if the list request was returned before it finished this loop and ran this line of code, then it was just breaking. So I've just moved this line of code above the for loop, and now it works fine. Speaking of which, I can probably remove the prints that I added somewhere here. I can probably remove these, but to be fair, I might leave them in just in case it somehow goes wrong and there's another problem. It's fine. But yeah, that's the plan. So that's what we've got so far. These little hash maps, which I will be using to add onto the rebalance. So yeah, it turns out I had misunderstood exactly how the format was meant to be, so I'm kind of having to redo that, which is sad, but all in all, we are making solid progress, so that's good. I'm going to continue working with it though. More importantly, I'm going to go eat, because I need to eat, so yeah, I will return in a bit. Alright, I have been doing a lot of thinking about this. It's taken a long time. I've commented it all up as well now, so that's nice. But oh boy, this got complicated. So what I've changed up a bunch of the types of stuff, and honestly I can't remember. As you can see, there's a lot more maps around here than there was before. I think this was all arrays. So yes, I've added references mostly to things like this. Now maps the dstores in as well. The most beautiful thing that I have is all the way down here at the bottom. With these three, a map into an array list. As it says, maps which dstore holds which files that each dstore wants. So you can see the effect of this over here. This is, so 2011 holds the files. 2010 wants this one. 2012 wants this one. So let's say 2012 also held one that 2011 wanted. That would be afterwards in here. And these two, it would have like comma 2012 equals open bracket 2011 equals clipboard 3 or whatever, right? We can even test that if we put maybe like a clipboard 3 in there. Is clipboard 3 not in there? Oh, clipboard 3 is in there. I just it's not required by anyone currently, right? We surely 2012 should require clipboard 3 though. I haven't actually tested this yet. It looks correct. That's all I've done. So 2012 wants clipboard 1 and 2. Ah, yes, because clipboard 3 is already held by 1 and 2. So we don't need it there. If I put into here, into file 3, I've now added clipboard 4. It's still the same PDF, but I've renamed it so it doesn't realise it's the same PDF, obviously. So if we do this, we run them all again, it should pop up with another one. It's kind of going off the edge now, which is interesting. Here we go. So we have 2011 holds this and this, which 2010 wants, 2012 wants. 2012, however, holds clipboard 4, which 2011 wants. You see? And apparently 2012 no longer requires clipboard 1. Sure. I can't be bothered to do the maths on that. I assume it's correct because obviously the number of files in total has now changed. It might need to store extra stuff or something like that. I'm honestly not sure. But yes, that is the general gist of it. As you could see before, it was able to store more than one file in here. So yes, all in all, looking good. Looking good indeed. Wow, what the hell did this do? Wait, if I just keep doing this, it's just gonna get really silly. That's kind of stupid. But okay. Right, moving on though. This is now all in this one thing, opposite files to add. And obviously we already have files to remove. That is fine as is. Because that one, where have we got? So this is files to add. As you can tell, this is fine. This one wants this file, and this one wants this file, and this one wants this file. Sure. The problem with it is it doesn't say where the files are stored. This one says where they're stored, and it says it here at the top, which is what's necessary. This one, however, is fine. We're just sending this to this and telling it to remove this. So files to remove is sorted. We now have opposite files to add as well. So, moving on from this. What we now need to do is actually send the messages, which hopefully is not going to be hard. So we're gonna do this with loops. So for integer eStore in files to remove, we'll do remove first because that's going to be easier. This should work. No? Why not? Oh yeah, get keys. Except, there we go. Works beautifully. Okay, so what we then need to do so this is for, we'll comment as we go. We'll be smart. For each dstore that needs to remove a file. There we go. We'll say that. Now we want our message thing up as well, don't we? I deleted it from earlier because it just wasn't helping us. Oh yes, so we are actually going to, if we're appending stuff, we're going to need to do that first. Okay. There. So we've got message, which is currently going to equal, what does it need to start with? Rebalance. Rebalance space. Now if I just copy and paste this here, for each dstore that needs to send a file, that's what I'll say. This is why it'd be easier just to get the dstores to request the files that they need from the other dstores, but sure, whatever. Okay, so we do rebalance. Now what do we need? We need to put in files to send. The number of files to send. So if we look at this, the number of files that each dstore is going to send is... Wait. This is total files. File F1, I'm just looking at the instructions here. F1 needs to be sent to these dstores, F2 needs to be sent to those. And you've put 2. Because there were 2 files in total? Oh yes, I see. Yeah, so you've got F1 and then F2 there. Okay, sure. So what we want is the total number of files that are being sent. Okay. So for each dstore in there, so we're now in this bit here. What I want to do is count the number of individual files. What if multiple of them need the same file? Like what if 2010 and 2012 both needed the clipboard thing? Yeah, we do have that case in here, again, the instructions. So, yes, file 1 needs to be sent to both P1 and P2. File 2 only needs to be sent to P3. So we're just looking at this bit now. We're ignoring this bit because they're files that need to be removed. Right, file 1 and file 2 are the only ones that are actually getting sent. 2 files. So what I want is the individual number of files that are here, that this one is sending. I'm wondering if I need to swap this round as well then. That might be a thing that I need to do so that it's actually got, instead of saying this dstore needs all of these files, I'm saying this file needs to be sent to all of these dstores. Right? Which should just be a small change in logic, so that's no problem, I can do that. But that does look like that's what this is trying to get me to do. This one file needs to be sent to all of these dstores. Which seems actually like a stupid way of doing it. The way that I was going to do earlier with the just the files to add, as opposed to the opposite files to add, that one, like, either way makes sense at least. This way just doesn't make sense. Why would you not just say this dstore needs these files? the like 2010 needs this list of files to be sent to it. And it's forcing me instead to do this file needs to be sent to these D stores. Let me just see what it says we do after that, see if it does make sense later. D store I will send required files to other D stores. Balance store, file name, file size. And file content. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so D store I will send required files to other D stores. Oh, but it does do them one at a time anyway. I guess that's true. If it's doing them one at a time anyway, does it actually make too much difference? It'd still be easier for looping. The way that I've done it would be easier for looping than this, because this way you're having to iterate through each file and then say, oh, I guess it doesn't make too much difference. Okay, what they're doing, I don't think it makes sense, but I don't think it hinders anyone either, so I guess we swap them around. Opposite files to add. Are y'all ready for that one? No, it's fine, because what we do is we just swap this around. So where have we got it? Opposite files to add. What we're doing is just swapping around this array list with that integer. Okay. No, that's not quite what I meant. No, we're still having the array list on that side. We're swapping these two around. So we have one string and a list of integers. Okay, so if the file holder is not already in the group, yep. If the file requester is not already in the group, no. If the file is not already in the map, contains key file, then add the file and a new array list, and then add the dstore request to the map. Dstore. And then this needs to be file. Time to test it, I suppose. I think I swapped down everything that I need to. Not sure, to be honest. I think I probably missed something, but hopefully not. We know what it's meant to look like. So, let's see. Clipboard 1 needs to go to 2010, clipboard 2 needs to go to 2012, and clipboard 4 needs to go to 2011. That looked good. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete clipboard 4 again, rerun it, and see if it does the whole duplicate thing like it's meant to. Just rerun the same thing again. Good job, me. Okay, here we go. So we're saying clipboard 1 needs to go to 10 and 12, clipboard 2 needs to go to 12. Yeah, that's the way they wanted it. And you see that wasn't actually much to swap around. That was fine. That was fine. So, yeah, okay. So now what we want to add is the number of files. So, message plus equals. Apparently this has stopped playing, so I'll switch that back on.
Why upgrade to YouTube Premium?
Now we want to add...
So you'll never have to stop.
Wait, yeah, this is only going to each one anyway, right, so...
It has background play. So whether
how
you're
many
listening
files
to
are there?
music or listening to a podcast, your sound won't stop playing if
We
you're on the
want
screen. And it has mobile downloads. So you
files,
can keep learning
files
and
to
getting
add,
better, even when you don't have
dot
Wi-Fi
get.
or data. Upgrade
This
to
is no
YouTube
longer a
Premium.
D store, is
Try
it?
one
Oh no,
month
this is a
free
D store.
and
This is a
watch
D store. Yeah, yeah,
uninterrupted.
yeah. Get D store. Dot. Size, I think. What I'm going to do is at the bottom, we are going to print out the message so we can see what it says as we build it up slowly. Apparently there's a string builder, that's like a thing. I should probably be using it, but I don't know how, so we're not going to use it. So that's cool. Right, here we go. Rebalance 12. Well, that's not correct, is it? 2012, you say? Uh-huh. Where'd you get that from? Files to add. Oh, we did files to add, not opposite files to add. Aha. That's probably the problem then, isn't it? That's probably where we went wrong. Let's try this. Oh dear, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, I think we got them all open now. No, we definitely broke something. It's fine, I was like repeatedly adding and removing stuff. I just did mess that up. I don't know what I did. Pretty sure that wasn't the program's fault though. Pretty sure that was mine, so... Oh, hello. Apparently not. Well, this is a different error I suppose, but yes. 492, which is here. Okay, I guess I probably used the wrong method. Oh no. Null pointer exception. Oh yeah. Opposite files to add. .get dstore. We know what opposite to files to add is there because we just printed it out. Oh, look, this is files to add, not opposite files to add. Got it. Got it. Okay. Try again. That one got a lot of errors when I shut down the controller, didn't it? Okay, 2. That's the one. See, look, 2 files. 2 individual files. There's the 2012 here. Oh wait, no, that's the integer. Oh yeah, 2 files because clipboard 1 and clipboard 2. Once again, let's just test it. I've put clipboard 4 back. It should now go up to 3. Start up everything again. Rebalance 21. Really? That's interesting. Where'd you get that one from, eh? Oh. For each dstore in the thingy? Yeah. Yeah, look, I should be doing it out here. We don't send the message there, do we? Oh no, we kind of do. Wait, but hang on, I just realised, what if a file doesn't need to remove anything and does need to send? Are we going to need to combine these two up? That is going to be a nightmare. Oh. That's honestly a nightmare. I could... No, I know, I have an array list of messages, that's what I do. Is it an array list? No, a map? A map of dstore to message. Yeah, I need a map of messages. That's awful. Hash map, okay. So it needs to be integer and then string. Messages. New hash map. Okay. So, for each dstore that needs to send a file. Alright then. We start by messages dot put dstore and then the rebalance. There. Get rid of that. And then what we're going to do here at the end is, or you can actually just print out all the messages, can't we? That'll do. Now instead of message, what I'm going to do is messages dot get dstore, I believe. Oh dear. What if I just do this? just copy paste it. Maybe it doesn't work with the plus equals because it's in a weird fancy format, but it would work otherwise. Maybe. No. Variable expected. Oh dear. Can we append onto a... Maybe we'll have to use the string builder. It's got like split and stuff, so yeah, it looks like... Let me go look up what a string builder is and I'll figure it out. Alright, string builders are not that hard actually. It's fine. It's fine. As you can see, I've basically... This is now a string builder instead of a string. We create the new string builder. We can actually shove that in the... what's it called? Initialization? Constructor, that's the word. Constructor there, which is nice. And then we just do append to get that, which is good. We can print it out the same as a string. As you can see up here, we now have 2011 wants to rebalance 2. That's good because it has 2 files. 2012 wants to rebalance 1, which is good because it wants 1 file. So that is good stuff. Right, after we have put... what I might actually do is the space there. Right. Actually, no, I'll add the space in the front of the next thing. That'll be smarter. Okay, what is the next thing? The actual file, right? Yes, the actual file. Actually, adding the space on the front of each thing might be smart. So we'll add the space on the front of everything. There we go. Okay. Now, messages.get the store end. Oh dear, messing everything up now, aren't I? You want this plus just file, right? Oh no, it's this stuff. This thing. Oh, we need this to be in a loop. Got it. Okay. So for string file in opposite files to add dot keyset.
This is only the beginning.
Correct. Integer. Oh dear. Oh wait, I get it. We want values. Dot. Wait, what are the values? Oh, it's going to give me a list of them, isn't it? Oh wait, no, that's fine. For each value, yeah, exactly, it's a hash map. So I'm going to want keyset. What? So, what? Hang on. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm actually going to print that out and see what the hell file is, because it's confused me successfully. I need a drink, but I drank all my drink. Probably get another one soon. Been here too long. Oh, here we go. So it's this, look. Clipboard on PDF. Oh dear. I should print something out beforehand. So the message, wait, the message is this. This is the message. And this is the opposite files. So this is all of the files. This is this. We have this. We have that. It did it twice. Because there's two D stores. Right, got it. Yeah, so that's no good. I think I know what we want though, actually. I think we want get dstore dot gset. I think that's what we want. And this will be string now, right? Ah, that's what we want. Yeah, got it. That makes sense. I missed that bit. I'm gonna check though, because that did confuse me. I mean, I'm using pretty confusing data types, not gonna lie. There we go, see, look, that's all the files. Got it. Now what are we doing with them? Appending it. Yeah. Messages. Dot get dstore dot append file. Okay. Let's see what this does. Okay. Start all these up again. Let me see that message at the bottom. Here we go. We don't have the space. True. There we go. We have the space now. But rebalance to clipboard 2. Yeah, that's correct. However, what we also need to do is another loop in there. The D stores that it needs to actually go to. I should do this. Each D stores message. Then add the D store to the message map.
Your personal guide to the world of indie. Get a free trial of YouTube Music Premium
the
today.
number of files being sent to the message. For each file, add the file to the message. And then for integer, dstore receiver, for each receiving dstore. I always spell receiving wrong. The epic. Now we want opposite fields to add. Dot get dstore dot get file. Messages dot get dstore dot oh dear, yep, dot append that plus dstore r. Let's see how that looks. This is a mess. Right, it's always been a mess though, so that's fine, I guess. What have we got now? Rebalance to clipboard 1 PDF goes to 2010. Clipboard 2 PDF goes to 2012. Yes. Then 2012's message. Yeah. Is rebalance 1 clipboard PDF goes to 2011. Oh, that's beautiful, that is. That's I enjoy that. Because this is just a string, right? Rebalance 2. This look good. Right. Let me delete clipboard 4 and test the other thing where we have the duplicates in the other place. That's just what I'm doing. But yeah, that looked right. That looked right to me. So what have we got now? Rebalance 2. Clipboard 1 PDF is going to those two. Clipboard... Oh, yes. That's right. That is right. Beautiful. That's exactly what it says in the instructions. Perfect. So now we need files to remove. Okay. Right. Whew. Now we need files to remove, which is the easy bit. We're actually done with that bit. The whole files to add now. I'll comment that last line. Add the D stores. Receiving D stores. To the message. Okay. Yes, for each D store that needs to remove a file. Okay. If not, if it's not already in messages, right? Okay. If not messages, dot contains key D store. Then we need to add it. Messages dot put. We're doing this again. D-store new student builder. New string builder. And then instead of just putting rebalance in here, we're going to need to build a little default thing. Although I say that, I think the new default thing is just going to be that. Because the point is, if it hasn't already been added to the message map at this point, then it's not sending anything. So we need to have this 0 here. Right. Then, if it is, if it's already there, somehow I'm going to need to add a 0 onto the end of all the ones that... everything that is in the message already and was not in files to remove. I think that shouldn't be too hard though. I'll just need to add a 0 onto the end. Right. So this is now the files for removing. This seems loud all of a sudden. There you go. Yes, perfect. This is actually exactly what I wanted to see right now. So we have files to remove is here. ...2010 is removing this, 2011 is removing this. So I want for each D store in files to remove, messages dot get D store dot end want the space, and then we want the length that it's removing, the length of this, the number of files that it's removing, right? Yes, the number of files that it's removing. Okay. So that is just files to remove dot get dstore dot size. Hey. Then you want another loop. I should be commenting this. If the dstore is not in the messages map, add the dstore with 0. What does it send? Adds. Add files. Then append the number of moves to the message for each file to be moved. Okay, that's what I need to do now. For files to remove, oh wait, string file and files to remove dot get dstore. Wait, that should be it, right? Yeah, because that is just an array. That's no map right there. This bit here, this is just an array. I didn't highlight that very well. That bit and this bit is just an array. Okay, cool. Messages dot get dstore dot temp space and file. Go. I'm hoping that's it. I'm hoping that is it. It might well be. Okay, come on. Rebalance 0, 1. Damn it. That's not correct. Oh no, that is correct. This is something removing files. 2010 isn't adding anything, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. 2010 isn't adding anything, so we've got rebalance 0, and then it's removing that one file. 2011 is rebalancing 2 files, clipboard 1 to those 2, and clipboard 2 to that. Sort of removing a file, which is that one. Oh, that looks right. Okay, let me put clipboard 4 back in. We're going to rerun it. I think that's right. We can just iterate through messages now and send all of them, which is beautiful. That's what all of this setup was for. That's what all of this setup was for. Beautiful. Okay, rebalance 2 files. 2011 is sending that to 10, that to 12. Removing 1. 2012 is rebalancing 1, clipboard 4, 2000. That looks correct. That actually looks correct. Oh boy! Let me comment that last line. Append the file to the message. Okay. 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 I'm going to remove that and that for now. There we go. We'll leave that one in because it's beautiful. No, that's it. It is beautiful. I do love it. But what I need to do now is iterate through messages. Integer dstore in messages.keyset. Now I need. We're going back to our roots now. Dstore outs. Here we go. Dstore. Dot. Damn it. What's wrong with this? Method call accepted. This is a method call, you silly thing. Isn't it? Huh? I'm getting there. What's wrong? Oh, wait, yeah, no, I'm retarded. I want get there. Okay, fair enough. There you go. Get dstore dot print line. Yes, here we go. No, I don't even need that because messages dot get dstore. I'll just copy and paste this actually. Here. Dot. I'm going to comment out this line, so we have no way of telling what has been sent other than what these 3D stores receive, supposedly. As long as it works. Which it should, to be fair. Here we go. Starting up the D stores. I'm not even going to look. Don't even show me anything. Here we go. Rebalance. Rebalance on clipboard. So dstore 3 needs to delete clipboard 4. Oh no, it needs to send clipboard 4. Yeah, not removing. Oh yeah, that's something I need to do. Then this did need to send clipboard 1 to 2010. Now it needs to send clipboard 2 to 2010 and clipboard. No, dstore 1 didn't receive anything. Surely that wasn't meant to happen, was it? Oh wait, maybe it was. Oh yeah, I think it was. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. I'm also quickly, before we get too involved in ourselves in creating this messages thing. Wait, what loop is this even in? What? Oh, that's just this for each dstore that needs to remove a file. Oh yeah, so after this, we then have for integer dstore in. Oh wait, actually we can do this. We can do this in here, can't we? At the end of this, just if not file remove dot contains key dstore. So if you need to add something but you don't need to remove something, then messages dot get dstore dot append 0. There we go. Just to say you don't need to delete anything. You're all good. You're all good with that one. Nothing to delete. Okay. Try again. Now remember with clipboard 4 has been deleted now. So you should be getting slightly different results. Here we go. Nothing here. Rebalance 1, and see it's got 0 on the end now. Rebalance 2, clipboard 1 to those two, clipboard 2 to that, and then clipboard. Oh, and delete clipboard 1. Got it. Then rebalance 0, 1. So nothing to add, but you do have to delete clipboard. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it wanted. No, it's not quite. It's not quite. I did miss something. I missed something. Because look, here, it doesn't know how many of these there are. It will otherwise just assume that this is the next file name, won't it? We need an extra number in here. I missed something. So after the file that you're adding, adds the file to the message here. We first need to add the number of files. So we add the size on there, then we add the file. Plus file. So then we can just do plus that, and then plus opposites.field add dot get dstore dot get file dot size. That's stupid. Okay, try that one. Try that one, you stupid program. Alright, I'm waiting for that 2 to pop up. Yes, look at that. 2. And then we're only sending this to. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I still don't know why they do it like this. I honestly don't. They could just send each thing what files they need to request, where the files are. And each dstore could request them individually, the same way that a client requests a file. In fact, you could just use the load command, couldn't you? But apparently not. We do it like this, so that's fine. That's fine, but it works. Now, if we go back onto the instructions, you can see that isn't actually done, because of course the dstores are not doing anything with this information. We've got up to this point here, which is pretty much the end. Pretty much the end. Now we've done all of this. So what I need to do now, dstore I will send required files to other dstores, send a file to dstore J. With rebalance store as the name, so it's going to use a different command, but that's good because it splits it up from the clients. Then we have file name, file size, dstore J,
You're making ravioli for your
we'll
friends.
send an
But
ACK,
if you're folding the pasta,
and then it will send some file content. So we're going to need to do some more ACKs, we're going to need some file transfers, we're going to need to add a new command to the dstores actually, and then when the rebalance is completed, it sends, this is basically an ACK then, isn't it? That the the controller is then going to have to be waiting for to say that the rebalance is complete. We also have to do all of this file handling. However, I think this one has gone on long enough, so I'm going to close this up here. I'm going to pause this quickly. There we go. And yeah, I think we're done. Made some solid progress over here. Solid progress. We do now have this beautiful message, which I am loving personally. It took a hell of a lot of code to get it done. I mean, let's see, we're at 530 lines. Look at that. Look at that. Oh dear. That is stupid. Just print screen that. Anyway, yeah. I'll leave the rest till the next time, which should be the last one. I said that at the start of this one, but that one should be the last one. Right. Bye.